Hey you guys, before I got into the video, I just wanted to talk briefly about my new ebook, Zodiac Signs Sex Language. Whether you're looking to improve your sex life and your dating life, or if you're just looking to expand your knowledge about astrology, this is definitely the right book for you. This book is meant to help you improve your sex life, your dating life, and your love life, your relationships, and to spice it up in the bedroom if need be, or to just once again help you learn more about astrology. So if you're interested in any of these things, if you're interested in learning about the different love languages and the different sex languages of the zodiac signs, definitely look into getting this book, Zodiac Signs Sex Language, written by me, edited by me, and designed by me, Lamarr Townsend. So you can purchase this ebook on my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com, or you can purchase it on Amazon, on the Amazon Kindle ebook store, all right? Or just amazon.com. All right, into the video we go. Thank you for listening and watching. Cancer and their psychological mind games. Well, every zodiac sign, each of the 12 zodiac signs, has their own way of, playing mind games, okay? We all do it. Let's just be honest, okay? Some people are just more honest about it, all right? So Cancer is ruled by the moon, and the moon rules our emotional security, okay, our inner self, the self behind closed doors. It rules our emotional instincts, our emotional reactions to things. It also rules our connection to our family and our home and our roots, okay? And, in that realm, Cancers can be very emotionally manipulative, okay, with their mind games. Cancers can turn things around and make it seem like it's your fault, all right, when it may not necessarily be your fault. Now, of course, we all play a fault in any situation that presents itself in our lives, even if we simply attracted it into our lives, all right? But Cancers, have a way of turning things around and emotionally manipulating the other person, For example, a Cancer can do something, really mean, you know what I'm saying, like, what's something a Cancer would do, like eat your food in the refrigerator, for like a small example, and justify it by saying, well, last week or last month you used my hair, spray, or, you called me fat, something like that, and a Cancer can justify, doing something wrong. But here's the kicker, like, they do things in a way where it messes with you emotionally. So, like, say you've been ranting and raving about this pasta you made, and you made like a huge batch of pasta, and you're just ranting and raving, oh my gosh, I love this pasta's so good, my mom taught me the recipe, I make it from home, so whenever I get to make this pasta, I enjoy it so much. And there's the last bit of pasta in the refrigerator, and you did something, maybe you didn't even know that you were doing something mean to Cancer. Maybe you did call Cancer fat accidentally, saying, oh, you should probably, start eating more salad, start eating more fruit, something like that. Maybe you didn't necessarily call them fat, but you implied it, right? Cancers can, there's the last bit of pasta in the fridge, they'll eat it, you've been at work all day, Cancer knows you hate your job, and they know that pasta is your saving grace when you get home. That pasta is going to emotionally fulfill you when you get home, because Cancers love food, honey, okay, as well. So they know the emotional, at times, benefit of food, all right? A Cancer will eat that pasta. First of all, a Cancer will, like, eat the pasta and won't even at first say they ate it. They'll, you'll be mad, you'll be upset, who ate my pasta? They won't say anything. They'll, probably deny it was them. Until you dig a little bit deeper and maybe you start using your intuition, because remember, Cancer is ruled by the moon. The moon rules intuition. Our emotional intelligence tends to be where our intuition comes in, right? It's intelligence with emotion, right? So it's the two coming together. With that being said, Cancers are very emotionally intuitive, very intuitive, period. So you have to meet them on that same realm of intuition. You have to think before them, think ahead. Cancers are always thinking ahead. Remember, they know you want the pasta, They know, the pasta emotionally fulfills you. They know that, you hate, your job. So, in order to get away from your job emotionally, the pasta makes you happy at the end of the day. So the Cancer is going to take away what emotionally makes you happy, right? You know what I'm saying? Because, they can just be that way sometimes, when they're really, really upset. Also, maybe they can emotionally make you happy, so they may take themselves away from you. They may take their energy away from you. They may cut you off, emotionally, as well. For example, a Cancer is totally the type of person who will intentionally read your message and not reply. Like, ever, you know what I'm saying? Just to emotionally get with you, just to emotionally get you in your feelings. A Cancer is also the type of person who will snatch their attention away from you, will snatch their presence away from your life if they feel like they're not being appreciated. So a Cancer can suddenly turn emotionally cold, and they can also use this as a kind of a psychological mind game where it's like they turn emotionally cold, and then you try to do anything you can to vie back for that emotion, right? You know what I'm saying? So, Cancers love when people, kind of grovel and come back groveling on their feet, begging on their hands to take them back. Cancers love that kind of power, that emotional power too. Because, Cancers are interesting. They're able to, like I said, emotionally manipulate people, which, even the strongest of people can be emotionally manipulated, especially if they're not in touch with their emotions, okay? Those are probably the easiest people to manipulate for Cancer, right? The people who aren't really in touch with their emotions, but display their emotions openly, right? Like a Capricorn, for example. Like the Capricorn and Cancers are polar opposite zodiac signs, but Capricorns are not as, obviously efficient with their emotions as Cancers are. Capricorn's an earth sign. The earth signs tend to be very practical with their emotions, right? But with that as well, the earth signs tend to display their emotions in ways that they may not be so privy to. They may be blind to, right? Whereas the Cancer can see those displays of emotion as openings to manipulate sometimes. So you really have to be careful of what you do, what you say, because everything you say and everything you do will be used against you in the future with the Cancer, okay? Cancers also love gossip, so you have to be careful what you say around the Cancer, okay? Because they can use it against you, all right, honey? And they can also use that for your emotional, like, manipulation. Like, say you tell a Cancer your deepest, darkest secret that you know if it got out, like, it would emotionally traumatize you. Like, if you do something really horrible to a Cancer can put that out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it would have to be really, really horrible though for them to do that, right? Because Cancers also understand the law of karma. So anything that is done, that is done to someone else is done right back to that person, right? Especially if it's, well, it doesn't matter if it's negative or positive, but negative or positive, it's going to come back to you, right? Cancers understand that as well. So, on an emotionally intuitive and spiritual level, all right? Because these people are very emotional, intuitive, very moody. Okay, so sometimes Cancers can use their moodiness to their benefit, because Cancers know that when they're moody, people tend to be like, oh, Cancer's moody, let me walk on eggshells, and Cancers can sometimes use that kind of moment as a stance to sometimes be powerful, all right? And, wield that power in not so nice ways upon people who they feel maybe have wronged them, or they feel have, maybe have upset them in some way, all right? So you never want to be emotionally, like, indebted to a Cancer, okay? You never want to feel too emotionally attached to a Cancer, because remember, the Cancer's the mother, so, like, I don't know, all mothers are not the same, but some people's mothers are the types who can be very attached, but then they take that kind of emotional attachment away, which can be so kind of confusing for the child. It can be very traumatizing for the child, because the child always wants the love of the mother, but the mother knowing that the child, remember the Cancer is ruled by the moon. The moon literally is associated and rules the mother in the zodiac, or rules the mother, all right, in astrology, okay, whereas Saturn is the father, all right, which is the sign of Capricorn, polar opposites, right? But anyway, see, astrology is so deep. But anyways, So sometimes, okay, so the mother knows that the child, especially a mother who has kind of groomed the child to be attached to the mom, right? Because Cancer's love attachment, right? So, the mother knows that the child, wants the mom's attention, vies for their attention. So they can at times manipulate that energy, and it's not just Cancer mothers. This is like a literal thing with mothers, They can sometimes manipulate their child emotionally to get the child to do what they want, to get the child to, do their chores. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving you any love unless you do your chores. I'm not giving you any love unless you do your homework. Like that's like, Cancer, which, it's manipulative, because then it's like, okay, I'm gonna, do my homework, whereas, in this analogy, it's probably for the child's best interest, but we take it a step further, maybe, stage moms, for example. By the way, that was totally my chair, not actually me, okay, if you heard that noise. But stage moms, for example, can be very manipulative with their children, very emotionally manipulative. I'm not giving you any love unless you go out there and perform, you know what I'm saying? Which, if the child doesn't want to perform, then that's not that's mentally not good for the child. Does that make sense? So sometimes Cancers can be that way, in which they can manipulate people for their own benefit, even if it maybe doesn't benefit the other person, okay? Not all Cancers, but, sometimes, Cancers can, play mind games. We all are adept at playing mind games, so we all express these in different ways, right? So, but, at the same time, Cancers are really good at helping people to become aware of their emotions, which is really healthy, actually. For example, say the stage child grows up, the child star, whatever you want to call the kid that performs unwillingly, all right, grows up and ends up resenting their parent, their mom, ends up resenting the experience, that they had, ends up feeling manipulated, ends up feeling a certain way towards the Cancer, towards the mom, all right? Maybe feeling robbed, all right? But at the same time, it's like the stage child can't complain or dislike the mom too much, because the mom raised the child up to be a successful, wealthy, probably, hopefully, independent person, so it's like a double-edged sword here with Cancers at times. It's like they can be very great. They can help you become emotionally aware of a lot of things. For example, the stage child grows up and they, have this resentment towards their parent, and they express this energy in different ways in their life, where it becomes a self-sabotaging energy, where it becomes an unhealthy energy, an energy that has not yet been healed. That can be expressed through anger, snapping on different people, isolating yourself, things like that. Whereas suddenly, the person realizes that, oh, the reason why I am going through this is because of the experience growing up with my mom, and being emotionally manipulated, for their own benefit, so it's like, and then this person becomes aware to the fact that, oh, I need to become more in control of my emotions. So, like I said, it's a double-edged sword sometimes with Cancer, where it's like, they can teach you a lesson, but it's also like, advice doesn't come free, player. It's like, you have to give something to get something sometimes with Cancers. And it's a lot of times, I won't say a lot of times, but sometimes you don't even know that you're giving something, you don't realize it until after. You're like, oh wow, I just totally got manipulated. So, but Cancers are awesome. At the same time, we would be nowhere without Cancers, okay? But Cancers are, very adept at, playing mind games just to, get people to do what they want, to think what they want, to say what they want, all right? So these people can be very sneaky, for the good and the bad. All right. Cancers are awesome with their crabby selves. All right. We love them. They're very intuitive. They help us become aware of our own selves. Okay. And a lot of times they do give really good advice, even if it is unsolicited. Sometimes they really do get us together, but at the same time it's with love, so we love them. If you would like to elaborate, contact me on my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. I do birth chart readings, psychic tarot readings, email readings, psychic tarot readings, Skype and phone psychic tarot readings, which are a bit more expensive. I do, Skype. I do Facebook and Instagram readings and so much more. I do individual birth chart readings, regular compatibility birth chart readings where I look at the overall compatibility, love compatibility birth chart readings where I look at the love aspects like the 7th house, the 5th house, the Venus, the Mars, the Moon, things like that. And also, certain trines you may have and all that type of sextiles, stuff like that. But I also do business birth chart readings because the day your business was established was the day your business was born. So your business has its own birth chart, okay? I also do birth chart readings for children. So if you would like to learn about your child a little bit more, contact me on my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com, for all of those things. If you would like to check out my ebook, okay, Zodiac Signs, Sex Language, please do that on Amazon or on my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, share this video, okay. Please follow me on my Instagram at Lamarr Townsend, and like me on my Facebook. Type in Lamarr Townsend Tarot in the search bar, or type in facebook.com/Lamarr Townsend Official. Thank you. Namaste, love and light. Hey guys, thank you for listening and watching. Please hit the like button, share with your friends and your family, and also please subscribe, of course. And if you're interested in my ebook, check out my ebook, purchase it on my website or on Amazon. I would also love it if you would follow me on my social media, Facebook and Instagram. Until next time, thank you guys for listening and watching, and I'll catch you in the next video, alright?